Just a couple of days before fall, back in 1996, Bethesda released a small game called Daggerfall, and I've been playing Bethesda games ever since. Everything from Morrowind, Oblivion, Fallout 3, Fallout 4, and Skyrim. And I have logged an insane number of hours in these games. Just take a look at these numbers since I've been using Steam and it's pulled my data down. Clearly, I've enjoyed Bethesda games. Starfield is gonna break that trend, I'm afraid. I'm 30 hours into this sucker and I am bored out of my ever-loving gourd. Now, I'm not going to spoil the beginning of Starfield. If you haven't played it, you might think it is the bee's knees and the best thing you've ever done in your entire life. Though, if that were the case, I would seriously question whatever I've done in my life. But snark aside, this is the most disappointing game release I've seen in a long time. Okay, well, Cyberpunk was pretty disappointing, but I had pretty low expectations going into that sucker, so I don't really count it. Though, as you can see, I played a stupid amount of it, even though I really wasn't that thrilled with it. And while I'm not anyone who goes for the hype machine, when the last game I truly anticipated was Dragon Age Origins, and that sucker over-delivered and was an absolute joy. And if you've been on this channel very long, you know I keep gushing about that game. And frankly, Baldur's Gate 3 has done the same thing. I've played a few previous titles of Larian, wasn't particularly impressed. BG3 has blown my socks off. This is a game I'm certain to play multiple times. But Starfield is a whole nother ball of wax. A boring, dull, ugly ball of wax. Now, I'm aware that there are lots of people just going bananas about this game. It is the greatest thing they've ever done, and I've even read where some people are moved to tears by little side quests. Heck, things that aren't even side quests. They just heard some conversations, and it was so touching. Maybe I'm just cynical and jaded and don't care anymore, but I find it hard to want to load the game up again, let alone find something moving in it. I mean, the graphics are well detailed and nice. They're mostly boring, but it's not like it's an ugly game. But most areas suffer from that same thing they did in Fallout 3, a crappy color palette, desaturated, and in this case, an awful lot of tan. Now, I will give them props. Running around New Atlantis at night, that's cool looking. But we all know graphics don't make a good game. If you're checking things out on this channel, you know it's story and characters. Yep, you're gonna have fun gameplay, but if you have lousy stories and lousy characters, I don't want to play a shooter, and that's not gonna do it for me. And that's the focus of this video and why I'm griping about Starfield. I just don't care about the story or the characters. Remember how Skyrim started off with a bang? You were gonna get executed? Your head was on the chopping block when that dragon attacked. Remember stepping out of Vault 101 for the first time in Fallout 3? All the missions you got to do and the things you got to see. You get to decide the fate of Megaton. You were a prisoner in Oblivion and had to break out. Fallout 4, you watched your spouse get murdered and your son kidnapped. I mean, these are engaging things, a burst of story that gets you involved. Again, no spoilers, but maybe that is just a little bit of a spoiler. I just didn't care about what I was doing. Mind you, there was plenty of potential. Bummer. But surely it cranks up after that and it just gets so fun you can't stop playing it, right? There is no big pull you in moment for me. And other than, ooh, you experienced something weird that only a couple of people have ever experienced. The PC's connection to this event and this group is so tenuous that you just don't care. But then again, not every main story in a Bethesda game is all that great, right? It's all those cool side quests, those tons of nifty little things you go out and find. Well, again, I'm not going to spoil a bunch of quests for you. Well, I will spoil one in a minute. But in 30 hours, running around, doing some quests on New Atlantis, and getting a quest from some space hick to go help some folks on another planet, nothing has been engaging. Now, in fairness, Space Hick was way more engaging than most of the NPCs I've talked to, and kind of fun. His quest just didn't lead anywhere. Here's a snippet of our conversation.
Hey, contact Charlie 3. That's you. Charlie 3. Hi. I got some information for you. Please, acknowledge. I got something important to say. Save your life. Honest. Nice to meet you. Bye, Charlie 3. Hi. Just doing my daily paying it forward. Avoid the Altair system. Like big time. Sure. So, I'm doing my rounds, pick up supply drops, and I grab into the Altair system, and oh boy! Spacers all over the damn place there. Distress call, yammering nonstop. Something big's going down there, and all of us with no skin in the game, best we just give it a wide berth. Am I right? Charlie 3, you are looking to pay it forward like big time. Oh, I mean, I won't tell you you're crazy, but wow. Bye, Charlie 3. You've been like the best Charlie 3 I talked to all week.
Geez, give me more of this guy and I might actually start having fun. The quest you get from Space Hick has multiple parts. It consists of go kill these guys in this part of the building, go kill guys in that part of the building, keep going and kill some more guys in this other part of the building, finally kill a few more, go back to the main people, get told you gotta do space combat. And that's where I'm at on that quest because I failed the space combat and said, well, I guess I gotta upgrade my ship, but I mean, I gotta do a bunch of other garbage to get that far. Most quests that I have done have been one and done, or like I said, go kill this group, that group, the other group, come back and say I'm done. However, I do know that the faction quests are supposed to be where it's at. They're the cool quests, the more detailed and more varied. Let's just focus on these little side quests. The things that add tons of flavor, or are supposed to. So here's the quest I'm going to spoil. The Heart of Mars. Yep, I made it to Cydonia because that's part of the main exciting quest. And I heard somebody talking about the Heart of Mars. So I tracked down the individual who was talking about it. Now I'm still giving the game the benefit of the doubt, hoping things will be better. And alright, we're on a different planet. Some of the people in Cydonia seem to have a little bit livelier delivery. Maybe we're making progress. So I tracked this miner down, Layla, and she tells me about the Heart of Mars.
Oh, so you're interested in the Heart of Mars, are you? Word is there's a cave out in the Martian wastes with a gleaming node of the purest titanium ore you've ever seen. It's worth quite a lot of credits, but some say the Heart of Mars is cursed. Hundreds have gone in search of it, never to return, and every one of them met a grisly fate. Maybe, just maybe, you could be the first to succeed, though. You know, if you think you got what it takes. No judgment if you're too scared. What? No. I mean, maybe the cursed part isn't real, but who am I to say? Look, I told you what I know. You can either choose to believe me or not. All I can say is that if you manage to find it and avoid the curse, you'll be a legend around here. Fair question. I'm not really the adventurous type, to be honest. And frankly, I don't need the money. So, I don't really feel the need to involve myself with the prospect of a potentially deadly cursed chunk of titanium. I know cursed rocks and all. I don't know for sure if it's really cursed, but it's probably still dangerous out there, so be careful. I'll give you location of the cave. Good luck. What? Hold on. You're telling me you actually found the Heart of Mars? It's supposed to be a harmless prank we send newbies to go find. It's not supposed to actually exist. Yet, here it is. Or at least something resembling the legend. The only way this could happen is if... Damn it! If I gave you the wrong cave coordinates. Well, whatever you found, it's still impressive. You showed me up on this one. Feel free to keep it, since I'd say you earned it.
I guess this is a little side quest that's just supposed to send you out around somewhere because you're new to the game, but this is indicative of all of these little quests. From the reporter's quest on New Atlantis, the dude's case in the surplus shop, to this one. You go out, you do something mundane and inconsequential, and you're done. There's no follow-ups, no continuation. Now, you may be saying, hey moron, this is a slow burn, this is an adult game. You're gonna have to wait and do more things before you get the next portion of that quest. And my response to that is, I'm 30 hours in. This sucker better pick up soon. But I really don't think it's going to. Story and characters trump everything else. Anyway, what do you think? You having a hoot in this game? Building the living tar out of ships and space combat just really cranking it for you? Or are you still hoping Broadsword's gonna write some really good stories for Tor? We do have more Starfield coming up. Who knows? The game may actually even get better. So be sure to come back for that and a whole bunch more Tor. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.